Hey, just had a few minutes. Wanted to do a quick video about a new drugstore makeup that I've been using. It is the Instant AGE Rewind from Maybelline, and I really like this. It's a firming, radiant, firming makeup, and this is the color I got. The first color is Creamy Natural, and it was just a little bit too dark for my complexion. So this was the next color, and it's above beige, and it's too light. So I had one that was slightly too dark. The other one was a little bit too light. So I decided to combine the two and come up with the color that I needed. So I had found these little jars at Walmart, and they just the little screw-on lid. They come in a pack of two like this. They're the little I-Go travel jars. You can find them in the Walmart with the little travel size, sample size wipes, shampoos, deodorants, toothpaste, all those little things. And so I took one of those little pots and I mixed a little bit of each color to come up with more color that was the shade of the foundation that I needed. Not too light, not too dark. So this way I can have my right shade. And what I did is I had one of the dollar e.l.f. brushes to just pop off. So I use it for a stirring stick and just stir that up. And I have my little pot of makeup, which is just right for either I can well, I don't have one of my makeup brushes with me, but to dip, just dip your brush, right down in the jar and do that. Or just take your finger and dab it on and then do your brush, however you would want to do it. I do it different times depending on if I'm in a hurry or not. But I thought instead of wasting the makeup, because I really wanted to try this, because it says it's firming makeup. As far as firming makeup, I can't. It doesn't feel, I don't feel any firmer, and I've been using it for a few weeks. But I like the coverage. As far as the coverage goes, sometimes I use a brush, sometimes I use the little the wedges. These work. The wedges work very well as far as applying makeup, but I feel like the wedges, I don't really like using a wedge because I feel like it soaks it up, and I don't. You could do this, I guess, but I don't want to do that either. So what I do is I stir this when I go to use it. What I've been doing is just stirring this before I use it to make sure that it's still mixed good. And then I will just dab it like this. And then if I want to use a sponge, to go over, I will, or my brush. So, should have done my brush. But this makeup. I've seen others do their reviews, but it's not so much a review that I'm doing on the makeup itself, but I was mainly wanting to, like, if you have a problem with color, and instead of going through the process of taking it back and exchanging, I thought, well, you know, it's like for 2 bottles of makeup and then just mix the color I need, and I would still have 2 bottles because one is just slightly too dark, one is slightly too light, and so that's the way I went and just combine them here into this. And I think if you've not tried it and you've been thinking about trying it as far as just a good coverage, which it's buildable coverage, depending on what you know, conditioner your skin. I use a primer, different primers. The one I'm using right now is the Smashbox primer. And so with a primer, it covers very well. I'm well satisfied with the coverage of it. So that was what I wanted this video to be about. Like I said, it's just a little short thing, which these little pots I think are just really great. I picked up the pink, and the green. I love the green, and as you can tell, my top is my favorite color. And I played around with my e.l.f. It's the palette with 100 shadows that they had on their website for, I think it was like $10. And so I played around with a lot of the greens today. So that's what I wanted to do this quick little video about. And so y'all can let me know later. Bye.